We're rich! We got mangoes! I can't wait to make jam. Gotta learn how to make jam. This space was such a gem, and I am pretty sad to be leaving, but really more so just feeling pretty stressed because I gotta pack it all up. Creepy. Is pretty much all collected off the walls, and it already feels so bare in here. It really makes you realize how much of a home is your own personal touches that you add to the place. So before we take anything else apart, disassemble anything else, I just wanted to document what the space looks like right now before we unpack our lives. KP and I brought first couple boxes to the house, but we don't have the keys, so we're gonna go back to the house in Nalo and then come back here with a little bit more stuff. But I'm so excited, and it's so nice to be here with my friend. Oh my gosh, the world's smallest mango. Look at the house. Oh my gosh. Zippers out the door. I know Creepy's waiting for us, like, what's going on today? Oh, keys. Creepy. Our life in boxes. Whoa. I know. Can you believe? Break up. Stand off.
In case I have any last little pieces.
Wow. Did it. Done.
Jay, do you have anything?
Okay, I'm officially getting pretty sentimental. Everything is feeling so very empty, and the cats are freaking. Okay, we made it to the new house. She's perfect. The cats are out of their carrier. Okay, let's go check out the rest of the house. You cannot come though. You have to stay here. It's a little dark while the boys are moving everything. Guys, this is literally the home that I have been dreaming about. I am shocked that we get to live here. Yeah. Chocolate that I can't have, but the landlord dropped off. They don't know. It does have a dishwasher, but it doesn't have an oven, which is the first time that I haven't had an oven, so it's gonna be a learning curve for the cook. We have been moving since 8 a.m. this morning, and while the boys are doing a lot of the heavy lifting, I have also been going nonstop. So just wanted to do a quick check-in. We completely emptied out the Nalo home and are now in our new space, and hopefully we will get dinner. Like a Creepy in the closet. Creepy. Hi. Misty. They're really exploring. And then one of the very best parts of the house, if I do say so myself, all of our stuff out here. But look, this mango tree. We were here earlier and KP was able to grab some. But I'm really hoping to make some jam. This is a pretty good place for this chair, right? Yes! Yum.
Should we say just two of us?
We made it to the restaurant. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm so stoked. I don't think we've eaten one thing all day, which is a bad luck for me. It looks Hey guys, good morning. It's the next day. This is the first time I'm using my voice today, and I feel like you could tell. But I'm not feeling my best. Last night after we went out to dinner, my body just kind of started to break out in hives, and I found myself going into anaphylactic shock, which is so crazy. We finished the entire day moving, just wanted to treat ourselves to a nice dinner at a place that we go all the time, and that is the very real reality of having severe food allergies. Is these severe allergic reactions really sneak up on you when you least expect it, when you really don't need them to, and kind of somewhat at the worst possible time. And yet you just have to continue to practice to be curious about the experience instead of being fearful, which plays into last week's video if you haven't had the time to watch that one. I'm finding myself dwelling with that very real reality after having an allergic reaction last night, that we just have to control the things that we can, and even on the busiest of days there's going to be things that fall out of our control, and we just have to handle them with as much grace as possible. So yeah, we're trying our best out here. I woke up this morning, did a quick yoga practice to feel more grounded in my body because allergic reactions make me feel so out of body. And now I'm gonna take some time this morning to do some things, to feed into myself, and we'll catch up with you a bit later. We made it back to the house and it's completely empty. I'm feeling so sad and so thankful for this chapter. Just wanted to come on here and say a few words or something like that. Let's take a look before we go. Oh, she empty. This room used to be Elio's entire studio and our living room. It's now so empty. My goodness. Wow. Of course, gonna come back for our little set, but just a moment for the yard. I feel like so many moments in this space. Getting so sunny just as we're about to leave, but it's been raining, downpouring for weeks. See you guys back at the house, at the other house. Hey friends, let's touch base. I feel like the last couple of days have been crazy between the back-to-back of moving, having an allergic reaction, and just the emotional density that comes with moving. I feel like I have been kind of going through it. Yeah, I have the house to myself for the first time since moving in, and it feels very tranquil. I'm able to just really sit with my thoughts right now and, you know, just kind of integrate what this means to me and how far I've come. I was talking to my mom earlier on the phone and we were just reflecting how this house is just so gorgeous and is everything that I have prayed for, and I have really gone through it in the last 6 years. I've had a lot of different living situations, so finally kind of coming to one that feels like a safe place to land. And of course there's some hiccups, there's always some hiccups, but reflecting, I'm feeling really grateful. I'm feeling so blessed. I feel just very excited to document it. If anything, I can look back at this in 20 years time and be like, wow, these were really the stepping stones. And there is so much of me that feels sentimental, while also so much of me feels excited and building momentum and ready for the next chapter, which is really just, you know, I cut my commute in half, so I'm closer to work, I'm closer to pottery, and just able to fully throw myself into my creative adventures while still kind of maintaining that work-life balance. I'm closer to Japanese class. I'm only farther from my brother, which is not the ideal, but I can see Josh whenever I want, and now there's even more of an excuse to go up to the beaches by him. The North Shore beaches are so beautiful, and now that I'm not living right across from the beach, it's so much more of an opportunity to see all the other beautiful beaches that this island has to offer. And even that sentence alone doesn't feel like real life. So feeling very grateful, knowing that there were a lot of emotions carried in these videos. Between the last video and this video, I feel like I've matured. And in some ways an entire month has gone by when it's only been a couple days. So anyway, I'm literally sitting on the floor because I just wanted to take it all in, and feels like a deep breath, honestly. It feels like such open air, and I'm just feeling like I want to express my gratitude through this in some form, because even though I have been kind of a wreck the last couple of days, I am so grateful of what is taking place and the huge shifts that are impacting my life. I just feel like there's no doubt in my mind. I'm just being taken out of my comfort zone, and I need to trust, and it already looks so much more beautiful than I could have imagined. And yeah, I mean, this room is pretty set. I feel like it's pretty set up, and I have my yoga mat over there just kind of set up and able to look. What am I even saying here? I've always wanted a space where I can roll out my yoga mat and just have a beautiful spot to practice throughout the day, because I don't know, working from home and having that, you just sometimes want a moment where you can kind of take a break. And I have honestly always lived in spaces where I could roll out the yoga mat, but it would take up the somewhat entire living space, and it's kind of crazy that that's no longer the case. There is now multiple rooms that I could set up a yoga mat, and just that alone, I'm like, you know, thank you. Why me, God? I appreciate this so much, and so much of me wants to control everything about my life, if you will, like just kind of have a better understanding of what's going to happen next. And I'm realizing that it's okay that I don't. Really good things are in store, and really good things are in store for everyone. So I'm just really excited to be sharing this with you, and I hope that you're having some really good highlights in your week. And yeah, this is really just a tangent, and I'm sending you so much love. I cannot believe I moved into a new place. Thank you so much for helping me move and being my emotional support, you know, system at this time, because I really needed this debrief and this decompression, you know, to decompress. Anyway, sending you so much love. Until next week, friends, and we'll talk so soon.